Okay, welcome to our first podcast and video podcast, I suppose. My name is Nicholas. This is the World of Smiles podcast that we're officially calling Mixed Dentition, and I am joined by Dr. Devin Boyer, a family dentist, at our teen office. Now, we were joking the other night about mixed dentition and why it would be a good title. Can you first explain what it means in dentistry?
Yeah, definitely. So mixed dentition means when you're in between having baby teeth and then having permanent teeth. This usually occurs in between 6 and 12 years old. And
is it like super hard to like see like which ones are baby teeth and like which ones are grown-up teeth?
Not really.
Yeah. I mean, it would be super hard for me.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you're trained to know that.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And I like it because it also is like mixed dentition. We have Devin today as our expert, dentist, and me, who is not. I think that's fair to say. Yep. My name's Nicholas. I'm married to Dr. Michelle Stafford. She's the founder of World of Smiles, and I do all the community outreach and marketing and things like that. And I'm the host of this podcast, as it were. And Devin, you're the family doctor at our teen office, which opened last year, December 2017, and you've been with us since the summer?
Middle of July.
Yeah, and you recently graduated from?
Loma Linda Dental School down in Southern California.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good school.
Yeah, I love it.
Good times.
Definitely.
All right. Now, this podcast is just going to be about dentistry and interesting topics and things on our mind, and hopefully we're going to get in like obviously pediatric dentists and orthodontists and oral surgeons, just whoever's willing to take the plunge and come join us for a sit-down chat. I'm hoping for myself to learn more about dentistry in general. I feel like I should know more. I do a lot of community outreach for the company, as it were, but like, help me to know. And that's where you come in.
I'm here.
I'm going to be educated. It's going to be so good. So you might not know this, but, well, I think you do. I went to massage therapy school.
Oh, yeah, I did know that.
So if you ever talk to Dr. Stafford, my wife, she's my only current client because I don't really practice right now. But it was interesting when I was in massage therapy school, my teachers all knew that at the time I was dating a dentist.
Okay.
So when they, like in anatomy class, dental stuff would come out, they would always defer to me.
And you had no idea.
As if I knew something. I'd be like, I date a dentist. I don't know anything about dentistry. I don't know. That was a strange thing. So I think, this show is going to evolve over time, and we're just going to figure it out. So, Dr. Devin, would you like to tell our fine audience why you went to dental school, what inspired you to become a dentist in the first place?
So, since I was young, probably, as soon as I can really remember, I was always interested in doing something in healthcare, be a doctor, be a nurse, something like that. Just didn't know. My dad's a doctor, so I always kind of thought maybe I'd go that direction.
But not a dentist?
But not a dentist, correct. He's a OBGYN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we come about high school, I started realizing I'm not really interested in being a doctor, or at least an OBGYN. And so I started looking around, and I went and shadowed my dentist and really liked what I saw. He had a lot of fun with the patients. The stuff that he was doing looked really interesting. And so kind of from that point, probably my junior year of high school, I just knew that I wanted to be a dentist. And so here I am now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and the path by which you came to World of Smiles is interesting and somewhat personal to me. Do you want to describe?
Sure.
Okay, go.
So my wife, Katie Ralston, who is now also a dentist, I met her in dental school. And we got married about a year ago. And she had previously worked here at World of Smiles, originally as the sterile tech, right? Mm-hmm. And then as an assistant?
Never as an assistant.
Never as an assistant, just sterile tech. Okay, so
but she did also work as a nanny to our two kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now my mother-in-law still nannies for your 2 kids.
Oh yeah, she does. She's a favorite over there.
Yep. And so that's how I came to know you and
Yeah.
the show.
And our boys were in your wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw a picture of it right now if you're watching the video. That'll be cool. So we're going to keep this one pretty short, I think. We're going to do a little segment here on Mixed Dentition we're going to call Dental Detail, where Devin shares something interesting about dentistry, anything of your choosing. Teach me something.
Okay. Well, the tooth, each and every tooth has 3 layers. It has enamel, which is that outer hard layer, and that's the hardest substance in the body. And then under that is the dentin, and that's a little bit softer, but then that is a lot of times where some sensitivity is because it has some nerve endings in there. And then under that is the pulp or the nerve, and that has the blood supply, the nerve, everything that keeps that tooth alive.
Okay, so enamel, dentin, pulp.
Pulp, exactly.
Okay, so when you eat poorly and lots of sugar,
Exactly.
it erodes the enamel.
The enamel first,
Okay.
and then once it's into the dentin, that's when everything really goes down because it goes a lot quicker through the dentin because it's softer.
Okay, so if you're like developing a cavity, when does it start to get sensitive?
So really, it kind of depends per person.
Oh,
really.
I see.
But once it gets into the dentin is when it can start to become sensitive. A lot of times we don't feel something until it's all the way to the pulp, though. So a lot of people, when they say, oh, well, I don't feel it, I must not have a cavity, that's not necessarily true. You can definitely have that cavity. It's just, it may not be felt yet because it's not all the way to that pulp.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and the only real way to tell is with an X-ray.
With an X-ray or from a visual and like examination from a dentist.
Okay, so sometimes like visually you can just look at it and be like, yeah,
Yep.
cavity. But other times,
Yeah.
X-ray to really know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's on the top or the side that you can see, then usually you can tell by visually looking at it. If it's in between the teeth, we really need X-rays.
Okay. So. I learned something.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Enamel, dentin, pulp.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's probably a lot more
There's a lot
complication.
more. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we can get into that another
Yeah.
time. All right. Now, so that was dental detail. I learned something there. Now we're going to do the Nicholas gets schooled segment. I just got schooled, but I'm going to get schooled some more because I have a question that I feel like I should know the answer to, but I don't. So I know that dentists count teeth in certain ways. And for pediatric dentistry, we always talk about, we don't say exam usually. We say like, oh, the dentist is Dr. Michelle or Dr. Stafford's going to come in and count your teeth. So what do you mean? You number them in a particular way.
Yeah, so we number them in an adult. It's numbered from this upper right part first.
So, okay, from your right.
My right.
Yeah.
The furthest back tooth is numbered 1.
Oh.
And then there's 32 teeth in the mouth. In the
Not in
adult
my mouth.
Unless you've had teeth taken out.
Oh,
exactly.
I have.
And then it counts 1 to 16 all the way to this side.
Okay.
So the top goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
So
14,
16's
15,
upper
16.
left.
And then 17 is down on the lower left.
Oh. So it goes
around, then
down,
drops.
and then comes back.
And then comes around, exactly.
17 to 32.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's different for kids.
Yep. So for kids, they do it by letters instead of by numbers.
Oh.
So this top right side is A.
Okay.
And that goes all the way around to J.
J.
Which is on that top left side.
Got it.
Then drop down to K and go all the way around to T. So A, J, K, T.
A, J, K, T.
Exactly.
Look at that. No, so now what happens? So I've had my wisdom teeth out.
Right.
And I had like some, up here, some canines, I think. I had really prominent canines.
Okay.
Like I looked like I had vampire teeth for all my childhood. So when I finally got braces as an adult, which is a whole story in and of itself, those had to come out too.
Okay.
So if you were to count, would it be obvious to you like which ones were missing and you skip those numbers?
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. So by position and by the look of the tooth, we can kind of tell which number it should be. So sometimes people come in with only 6 teeth in their mouth, and they're kind of all scattered throughout.
Oh.
So we kind of have to see by the shape of the tooth, how it looks, how many cusps, which maybe we'll get into further down the road,
Yeah.
a tooth has will help us know which tooth it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. I got schooled. All right. Gosh, I think we're just going to keep this one short, and I learned some things. I don't think we need to go on anymore.
Sounds
Good.
good.
It was good.
Yeah, we nailed
All
it.
right. First episode over. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and we will see you next time. Insert fancy graphics here. Cool.
Okay.
Yes.